All right, all right, all right. Welcome to some Dapper Cat Gaming here. We're going to be playing a new game here, Orbound. It's not new, actually. It's not. It's an older game, but it still is not yet into full release. It is in bottom left-hand corner there, early access. Now, I'm doing a voiceover because as I played this game and I was recording the game, I did not pay attention and my microphone was not picking up any sound. A little annoying if you ask me, but nothing I can do about it really. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a voiceover, so the timing might be a little bit off, might be okay. If you're familiar with this series, I do have a playlist that is Orbound. I've played this a lot, and I've played this extensively. I thoroughly enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know if you're enjoying it, if you like it. I will do a complete new playthrough on this. We're going to start here in just a second. We're going to be starting with the actual playing of the game. All right, we're loading in. As it's loading in, I struggled a little bit here. My controller wasn't working. This game was not built for controller, but you can use a controller. And those that follow me and know this, I play with controller. And so I had to change and go into my PlayStation controller. For some reason, the Xbox controller does not work at all. You can see I've been playing this game for a while. 8 billion in gold. I think something like, I don't know what it said, 41 boar that was killed through the process. And yeah, because I stopped using the boar at a certain point and I go into the barley. I start using the barley bread because you just get more hunger progression out of it. I think right here, this is where we're going to stop because I'm like, wait a minute, am I in a load game? What's going on here? So yep, and then I step away for a second because I'm trying to figure out. It's been a while, right? You'll see here in a minute that my save file was from March. It was actually from March was the last time that I played. I'm now hitting this game sporadically because as they make updates, there was a big update in this. That's why we're playing it right now. But you'll see some of the dates right there are March. That one's all the way back in January when I first picked up the game, fell in love with the game, did a lot of builds on the game. Yeah, just a lot of fun. For me, if you're into this style of game, it's fun. Anyways, we come back because I figure out now, oh, wait, Tim, what you got to do, because they changed things. Used to, you only had one spot that you'd go to. Now you've got this one right out the door. You go up to it, you interact with it, and this is where it's going to ask you, do you want to do a new game or load a previous save? So obviously what I'm doing right now is we're going to pick a new game. I'm still learning the buttons though, because again, not being built for controller, I'm having to use keyboard and controller, right? There's only one quest that I can do right now. I do need to fact check this to see if I'm still working off of a playtest server, like a beta, or I can just log into my Steam account and see that. At one point I was playing on a beta, like what do they call those? Like test servers, right? That's what I was on at one time. We leave all the difficulties alone. I do adjust here in just a second. I turn off, for the sake of recording, I turn off losing all my inventory upon death. And then I also adjust up the resource gathering, right? So, or resource availability for mining. The resources, I'm going to adjust it up to, I think, 120% with one additional deposit in the caves. Okay, yep, it's 120% with additional 1 in the caves. Again, it just helps me to speed up the progression of the game, keep you guys entertained, keep you engaged. My other playthrough, if you go to my playlist and see it, you will know exactly. I mean, I get fully involved in this thing. Like I built a full-on tavern. Detailed. I have I have 2 shorts that I've ever created. I probably need to do more shorts, but one of them is about that, so I highly recommend you check that out. It was a lot of fun in creating it. It took me several hours, but that build alone is several hours. So we make our way over to the airship, and on the airship, this is where you're going to go out into the world. That's the little bar off there. This is just a big area that they built. I don't know if someday it's going to be utilized for something, but right now it just seems like a lot of wasted space, if you ask me. So yeah, that previous builds that I've done, this will be my third playthrough, by the way. I did play this game beforehand and did not record. And then I changed that one, and then I did a new game starting January 1. I did a new game where I went through, because at that time we were going to get an update at the end of January. Well, that update didn't happen immediately. It came out a lot later. I can't remember the exact date. I want to say it was the March when we got that update. And then we've got this latest update, which came like the end of July. Oh, no, it was last week. So that would have been in August. So here we are. What's today's date? August 14th. This is the new world. Some of the changes that they made. They made the mountains more mountainy. Yes, I said that. Mountainy. They made the mountains more profound. You can see them clearer, easier. They did some renderings, things that are going to help optimize. So depending on your computer setup, you'll get a good gameplay. Let's see. We're now going down. And there is our introduction. Yeah, that was me taking a picture using Steam. F12, if you don't know. Because that is going to actually be my thumbnail for this video. All right. Let's go. All right, here in a second, I see an orc down there, and I'm like, nope, don't want to be near him, so I hop out the other side. Yep. And we just drop. Okay, we start collecting. We get a mushroom immediately. I don't remember what all we can and can't collect, so I'm just kind of running around. We're going to go up to the board right here. You guys can pause the screen to read what it says. I do not read this. Even when I was recording, I did not read this when I thought that I was recording my voice. But yeah, up at the top right-hand corner, we now have objectives. This was something that was added. So they added objectives so you have story progression, or not necessarily story, but just progression into the game. Start here, do this next, do that. It's wanting us to collect wood and stone. So for right now, to get wood, you run around because you don't have an axe, and you just pick up the logs on the ground. That one I think gave us 7. Rock, you just walk over to one of these little rocks, you pick it up, and you just go around and you are progressing. Every time we are running around and we're progressing or picking up whatever it takes, as we complete said task, you'll see it turn green up there here in just a second. I think with this one. Yep, see how it turned green? We met it. It's done. Now, I've just got to go get me some more logs. Right there. There's a coal deposit. And we're going to pick up some berries. Those berries come in useful towards the end of this video because you'll see. All right, another logs. Here we go. And we completed it. All right. Now it's telling us that we have to build the new thing in the game, the Dwarven Outpost. Okay? If you look at the top right-hand corner, it's telling us what to do. And then our reward, right? We'll get rewarded for it. We're going to get some coins because right now we're not making coins because we don't have a market set up, so we're not selling anything. This is me still learning the controls. I fumble around just a little bit with this. As y'all know, I don't really edit my videos. I'll cut to in the game, like I'll pause and start in game, but I don't do after editing right now because I haven't really found the rhythm that works for me in editing, and I don't really know what my audience wants to see, right? So I watch other YouTubers, and then I try to like, okay, what do they do? What do they do? I see some that heavy editing, hours of editing. I do work a full-time job, so I'm doing all of this on nights and weekends while maintaining a family, maintaining a significant other, maintaining a home, maintaining a personal life. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I do this for fun. I love this. I've been a gamer since I was a child. All right, we see there we got the Dwarven Outpost. That was a little bit of a rant, or not a rant, but just a soapbox topic. All right, so we're going to make this Dwarven Outpost, but I don't like where I'm going to build it at. So we're going to click that, and I want to move it over where you can place this pretty much anywhere that you want. It is a starter outpost, so I think they had talked about adding things to it in the future, but for right now, this is just a starter outpost. So I may not ever use it after the beginning of the game. There we go, Dwarven Outpost. Now it's telling us what we need to do. I think I did go through and read this. It's a hub for your quests. We're going to walk inside in a minute. I'm going to show you exactly what's inside here. And come on. In the top right-hand corner, we can see we need to make an axe and a pickaxe. We'll get to that in just a second. I'm just still reading this, probably. I don't remember 100%. All right, walk inside. We have a bed. We have our tool station, which I forget how big it is. It's the whole wall right there. And then we can make the different things inside there. A torch, there's the pickaxe, the navigator, the shovel, the normal axe, the built hammer, the compass, the tether, the sword, mining helmet, and then the backpack. The backpack's going to be huge, by the way, because you'll see here in a little bit that you're limited on space. So utilizing a backpack is a big, big thing. All right, we got a chest inside here. Chest that it comes with, we can use. And then we're going to have the King's Quest board. Now, you used to have to put this on the ground. There was no really assembly, but you had to like set it up. The fact that it comes inside this little building is phenomenal. I think they did a perfect job of this. Really helps the game feel like you're progressing by putting that in the top right-hand corner. I left the setting on for the tutorial because if I'm going to be doing a playthrough, I want you guys to witness and see what I'm doing. By the way, if you hear the music in the background, I love this soundtrack. It's so calm. Yeah. So calm.
How can I help you?
All right, we're looking at the quest board right now. You'll see things are locked. Again, we have progression. This was one of the big things that was happening is people were like, what do we do next? What do we do next? So they added it. I really like this. You'll see it's completed on the right-hand side. The next up is it's telling me I got to make that pickaxe and the axe itself. That's where we're at. And then we're going to get a navigator out of it. We'll get a reward of 200 coin as well. One thing I do discuss is as you progress this King's board, whatever step you're on is setting you up for the next step. For example, we're going to get the navigator by building these axes. Then we're going to chop down some trees and collect some stone. And that's going to then tell us to use the navigator to go look for coal in this case, right?
We will meet again.
Yes, we will. All right, so we go over here. I also go ahead and take this opportunity to create the shovel. By the way, the shovel is not used for digging, looking for things. I mean, you can't dig with it. It's more like leveling. So you're going to use it to like level down, level up, right? If you're leveling down, it's going to be, I think it's green. Up is red, or I might have that backwards. But I went ahead and built the shovel. There's no step in the story or the progression that tells me to build it, so I just went ahead and built it on my own. Because I will use that periodically. You can see the backpack is limited. We're starting to fill up. All right, I start moving things around. I'm struggling a little bit here to figure it out, only because it's been so long. I just forgot. And this game was not built for controller, by the way. So the fact that I am using a controller, I use, again, like I said in the beginning, the Xbox controller doesn't work, so I use my PlayStation controller. It works really well. I do have to hit buttons on the keyboard, so it's mouse, keyboard, and controller. I'm just not coordinated enough. Maybe it's my age. I'm not coordinated enough to do the WASD and a mouse at the same time, left-hand, right-hand type thing. I do have ADHD, ADD, and OCDs, and every other acronym you can think of. I'm sure I have it. If not, ask me and I'll tell you I do. So, we're going through, we're moving things around, we're placing things where we want them placed. It takes me a minute to figure this out. Right click to remove it is what I was struggling with. There we go. And then we take the compass. We move it down, I think, to 9. Yes, we do. And I don't use the tether. And then also the wall torches. We've got them. That's great. But whatever. All right, now we get out. I'm trying to learn how to get out. Got to hit the escape key, Tim. Escape. I don't know why, but it wasn't taking it. I couldn't do it with my controller, so I had to hit the escape key. Again, people can talk bad about me, make fun of me all they want. I don't really care. I game because I love the game. All right. We cannot axe wood that's on the ground. I'm showing you that. So we have to pick it up. That axe did not do that. We have to go pick it up. This is funny because it disappeared and came back, and I'm like, wait, what? I don't know if that's bugged. I don't know what was going on there. All right, we got the wood. Now we got to go get some stone. Oh, actually, no. I think it's just telling me to set the navigator. Equip the pickaxe. Already done. Coal. We got to go find the coal. I try to find some coal here. I wasn't paying. It's been a while since I played, guys. So I forgot that the navigator uses what they call mana. That's the blue in the bottom left-hand corner, and I'm not paying attention right now as I'm standing here, and it's draining my mana. Mana fills up over time when you're not using the navigator, and here in a second, it's going to go quiet, and I'm going to spend, I don't know, a couple of minutes, minute and a half, whatever, before I realize, wait, what just happened? And you see it's like it stopped, and now it's still going down. I'm trying to find coal. Can't find coal. And then that sound. You just heard that little sound? That's telling you you're out of mana. Well, I didn't catch it, right? Again, you're busy playing a game, you're focused, you don't recognize till you go into either quote editing mode or what I'm doing, a voiceover, you hear it and then you recognize it. I'm still struggling because as I got it pulled out, it's going to keep draining the mana. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Eventually, I put it away. Here in just a second. But it doesn't click on me yet that I've drained the mana. See, nothing is happening. I'm like, what is it? So I put it away, and you'll see the blue is going back up. I pull it back out. It's going back down. And then it stops again. And it's dead. Again, little stupid little things like that. We all deal with it. We all go through it. Nobody's perfect. And if you think you are, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all I got to say about that. Everybody makes mistakes, okay? Even professional gamers, professional YouTubers, they make content creators, whatever. They make mistakes. All right, so eventually I just run over here and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get coal off of this deposit. You would not want to do this in the game, though, because you can see how fast it's destroying it. You want to use a drill on this. Hitting it with the pickaxe destroys it way too fast. Now that we did that, it's telling me now I need to find iron ore. Now, this does take me a minute. Now I start to realize what's going on with the navigator. And finding iron, got to set it. Now, something's about to happen here in a minute that is really cool. When I'm going to pause it, not right now, but in the game, I pause recording and then I bring it back. Now, there's the shovel I'm showing you. You can dig down or you add dirt. So right now, the green is add dirt. I can see it down there in the, just above the hot bar. Add dirt in switch mode. If you switch mode, it would go red, and then you're taking away dirt. But I'm like, you know what? We're just going to dig. We're just going to dig with the pickaxe, the good old pickaxe. Oh, and we found that coal that we were looking for earlier. And if you're not familiar with how the game works, when you find a vein, right, they go like spaghetti noodles. They're really neat how they kind of just move through the ground. I like how the devs did this. I really do enjoy this. When you come into something, you know there's going to be more around it. And then obviously as you progress the story and you get into the big drills, then you're looking for giant nodes. These nodes can be anywhere from 20,000 up to 100,000 inside the node. Now I'm underground, or excuse me, right at the base of the cave, and I'm going to show you what I discovered. There, see that? It's showing me where it's at. That was not in the game previously. I really like that feature. But I think you have to be within a... It wasn't doing it on top, so I'm not sure if it's because I'm in a cave. But, because yeah, it was not doing it. There's the iron. We're going to go ahead and get it. Again, we stick to a little bit of a spaghetti streamline here. We start to figure out which direction it's going in. And we're just kind of digging around. There's another one down there. But I go up, I start making my way up top and coming in from the side. I do love the way this game interacts with the dirt, the way it interacts with mining and building and, in this case, pickaxing. I really like it. I think the features, the mechanics, the physics of it work really well. You can get, you'll see here in a second, I don't remember if I recorded it or not, actually, but you will get dirt that's free floating in the air, so obviously it's not perfect, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Just if it bothers you, you just go in and clean it up. That's all. Obviously, at this point, we would probably need some type of shoring to hold it up anyways, right? If you build a tunnel too deep, you're going to need it. I'm getting extra iron because I know I'm going to need it. Playing the game before, you just know certain things are going to happen. I do. That thing that fell off in the distance. We're going to go kill this boar. Remember, we need 20 boar hide to... And we block, we kill him. We're going to take all, we get a boar carcass, and then we get 2 boar hide with that one. Every time you kill a boar, you're going to get boar hide and a carcass. We need 20 boar hide to upgrade our backpack. And I'm always working towards the larger backpacks. That's the first pit that I dug for the coal. It's telling me to build the research station. So we're going to go through. Build tool. There's the Dwarven Outpost. There's going to be a few things that we can build right now that came with the shed, the outpost. There's a market. The market and the research station we have to build. It did not come with the outpost. So we're going to build the research station. I'm going to place it outside. I'm not worried where I place it right now because this isn't going to be my permanent base. So I'm just going to be laying things down. My first and second playthrough, I actually started like building a base, laying everything out, and everything in this game is big, right? Just remember that. As you're building, a little 2x2 square may hold a chest, but everything is big. Here we go. I'm just kind of messing around with it. I talk about the different, in the bottom right-hand corner, the different build modes, what you can do, the grid size. You can change the grid size. What was the other thing? Allow overlap. I start using this later in my builds when I need to overlap over ore. Like you can't build over ores. You can build in the dirt, right? But if your piece of your building material goes into an ore, it won't let you. So I allow overlap later on. All right, we got that built. Now we're going to go up to it.
Welcome.
Yeah, so here is the research station. This is where everything progresses, right? We start with automation 1 right there. When we unlock this, we're going to get that manual smelter. All right, so each line is showing you what you're unlocking. And I'm just kind of going through it. Y'all can pause to read all of that. But we're going to get the blacksmith, the portable ore drill on our tier 2. We just unlocked tier 1, which is the manual smelter. That allows us to make ingots. Then I'm going through and I'm just kind of talking about the different levels. So automation 3, right there. We're going to get piping. We're going to get a drill. We're going to get boilers. We're going to get, that's what I'm talking about, the drill right there. And let's see, the boiler, auto crusher, splitters, conveyors, mergers, the water conveyors, not water conveyors, water splitter and merger. Automation 4, we're going to get all of that stuff, the ability to make all of that stuff. We're going to get some automated boilers, automated systems, and right about now we're going to start, I go back and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, let's talk about this. So right here, I'm just showing you the different things. The style hasn't changed, which is, I love the style in this game. Then we go into the Dwarven tools. This is going to be your banking, your storage of your gold. You will, want this because as you get a lot of gold, you're going to need a lot of gold to progress the story is what's going to happen. Different tiers are going to require different levels of gold. Back over at the King's the King's board. So in a second here, I'm going to start dying of hunger because I wasn't paying attention. These are making the ingots. All right, now this is our upgrades station for crafting. So that's tier 1. We already got tier 2, right? Yeah, right there's what it's showing. It cost, what does that say? 2,500 gold. We only have 600 right now in a tier 2. And then we're going to go down to the tier 3 in just a second. Tier 3 is going to cost 10,000 gold. Again, as you unlock things, it gets more and more expensive. So having those vault to hold your gold is going to be very important. Okay. Navigation, right now we can do coal and iron. We got to unlock the copper, and that's going to be 750. Silver and gold is going to be 5,000. Gemstones are going to be 15,000. All right, farming. I love the farming in this game. I think the farming is really fun. We can actually unlock it now at 500. I don't, but we could. We get a farm plot. We get the sprinkler. The sprinkler is a manual fed sprinkler at this point, which is, I don't like the manual fed piece of it. We get a little campfire. We get the cauldron, the pot. Come on. The different ingredients, by the way, are recipes, if you will. Then we get into the tier 2, farming and brewing. So we get large plot. I love the barley bread. I live off the barley bread. I start growing barley bread like crazy. Then you get into tier 3. You're going to get that one, which is the earth shard farm plot. It allows the crops to grow faster. Then we get into tier 4. Now we're going to get into some brewing. The brewery. The auto farm. That one's a good one as well. It's all automated. Belt driven. There's that barley. Love, love, love to be able to make that barley. The barley bread, the reason I like it is because it fills the most with hunger. Now we're going to get into base building. Showing you just basics of the base building, right? These are the different things that you're going to be able to unlock. When I did my second playthrough, I have a whole video on a tavern that I built underground. I love that tavern. That's kind of when I stopped playing the game. But building that tavern, go check it out. I have a short on it. Yeah, now I'm dying from hunger. When I built that tavern, I made a short. I only have 2 shorts that I've ever made for my YouTube channel. I need to probably do more. And the second one is the tavern video. And I highly recommend it. Go check out that video. I put a lot of work into that. I don't know, several hours into building that tavern, and then I had to break it down and redo it because I did something wrong. And I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to building and crafting things like these games. I love these games, but man, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for me because I'm always critiquing myself. But check it out. It's tavern build. Even gave it a cool name, like I forget what I called it. Oak and axes, I think is what I called it, or something weird like that. I'd have to go back and check it out myself. But obviously, I play solo. I'm not on a multiplayer server. I play solo, so it's not like I made it for anybody to use. All right, I just replenished my hunger. Now we're going to go through and talk about everything. So we're going to get some stone metal decorations, right? We unlock these with 1,000 gold coin. We're going to get some extra torches and lighting. We're going to get the toilet. The toilet is a Steam achievement, by the way. If you flush it, I want to say it's 50 times. It might be 100. You're going to get some unique stairs. Then we're going to get into the gold decorations package. Then there's another decorations package, which is what I used in my tavern build. I used that gold decorations package. All right, now we're going to go into the explosives. We come with the tier 1. We have dynamite. Then we're going to get into demo charged. And then mountain vaporizer. You got to be careful with the mountain vaporizer. All right, elevators. I love the rail networks. They're a little buggy. I like them. They're automated. They're super fun to use. They're just buggy on the input outputs. But they work. Other than that, they work great. They move product. It's just you can't mix product on them. That's what I don't like about it. And then we go into the defense. I talk a little bit about the defense. I started to get into the defense. Again, you check out my other playthrough. You'll see where I start using the automated turrets, belt-driven. That way, orcs can't really destroy my stuff, because you will start getting attacked by orcs. And yeah, the flame, I never got into lightning or flame. I may mess around with it in my other playthrough. If you guys like this playthrough, by the way, or this, let me know. I would love to do another playthrough of this. If you guys are enjoying it, right? If you like it, let me know, because I like it. And so I like to create content, and we can do some content. I could do some unique builds. I was talking in this video when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. That I will do probably on this build, I would do like a 25% above ground, 3/4% below ground. I just like the below ground builds. I know dwarves can be above ground or below, but I've always done below ground. I might mix it up. I could do a 25% above ground. And then we talk about the different progression of the King's Board and how you unlock things. And then as you're progressing, it is story driven, not story. I mean, I guess it's story, because we're trying to find the 3 brothers. So there is a little bit. There is the spit roasting, so I can start cooking up some meat, because again, hunger is the big issue in this game. All right, I'm going to show you in just a second. Pull out the build tool again. I go through and I just kind of show you the different things. Right now we don't have any machines. We don't have any of that because we haven't unlocked it. This is the basic building pieces and blocks. You can go between them. Then there's a basic lamp, and then the bed and the chest. Farming, we do have a spit roast, so we can go ahead and make that and start cooking up boar meat. There's our explosives. And then we have nothing down there right now. So again, machines are empty. This is all going to be our crafting piece right here. And it will grow. You will start getting more and more and more. So as we're coming up to the end of the video here, I try to keep it short, sweet, to the point. I just want to let y'all know that, playing this game is fun. This is Dapper Cat Gaming. I love to game. I love to record. I love to produce content. Y'all let me know if you want to watch this, okay? And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.